Hello. Today we're going to talk about some more new music. Um, we've got some new arrivals and what I'm listening to, stuff that I want to go over with you. And first off, we're going to talk about this album. This fellow's is Warhouse. His real name is Martin Devilder. Is from the acclaimed indie act Balthazar. Um, so, Warhouse, I first heard about Warhouse by the song "Love Is a Stranger," which is on this album. "Love Is a Stranger," freaking fantastic song. So I first heard about Warhouse from these three CDs. Well, he's on one of them, but these are compilations, and they are from the music label Music Park. And Music Park is kind of a electronic dance label, but this is their series called Alpine Grooves. And Alpine Grooves was made for the Christa Hotz ski resort in Switzerland. So this is a type of music you would come back after a long day of skiing, get your hot toddy or whatever you're drinking, and sit back, and they would be playing this chilled out electronic music. And these are fantastic. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to explore some great, and it's not all electronic, but it's a mellower type of music. It's not radical rock by any means. It's easy listening electronic music. And I first found out about these because I'm a big Gorilla Dust fan. Gorilla Dust is a band out of Germany. And I've been looking for their song Maria. And the album that it's on, it's a 12-inch 45 or 12-inch single. Maria is like $70 or $80, and there's only two for sale or something like that on Discogs. So it's really hard to find 12-inch. So I found out that Maria is on Easy Beats too. And not only is Maria is this, and it also starts with the Warhouse fella, and this also had Mononome. I don't know if you know about Mononome, but he's a electronic DJ and performer. And I mean Monolink, excuse me. And then all the other artists on here are fantastic. So you really start to explore. You get exposed to a lot of different artists you've never heard of. The guy who coordinated these is fantastic. Where he finds out all this music, I really don't know. But this one, Easy Beats 3, it has Melanie de Blasio, and she does her version of the classic jazz song Afro Blue, of which McCoy Tyner did a version as well. And this has some Crack and Smack on it, and a bunch of other artists I'd never heard of. And this one has a song by Max Sedgley called Slowly, which is another fantastic song. There's an electronic version of Riders on the Storm on here too. I'm not sure where it is. This has some Bob Moses on it. I don't know if you've heard of the group Bob Moses. They're out of LA, another great group. And another Gorilla Dust, some Crack and Smack, and Nico Stojan, Bass Lexter Ensemble, which Bass Lexter is obviously a takeoff on of Les Baxter, who was a big band swing guy from the 40s, 50s, and he used to be on the television shows growing up, Les Baxter. But this is Bass Lexter, and it is kind of Euro swing, really good stuff. So anyhow, Alpine Grooves, Easy Beats, where I found out about Warhouse. Warhouse has Love's a Stranger. Side 1 is excellent. Side 2, I got to hear it a few more times, but side one is fantastic. So that's Warhouse and the Alpine Grooves series. Next, we're going to do Dennis Bovell has a new album out. It's not new music, but it is called Sufferer Sounds. This legendary English reggae musician producer presents new, restored, remastered collection from his career focusing on 1976 to 1980, containing hidden gems, unreleased dub versions. So Dennis Bovell, obviously English reggae guy, famous in the reggae scene in England, and I have a couple other of his albums, and this is really good classic dub on there. Speaking of Gorilla Dust, this is their album Late Sun. They're from Berlin, Germany, 4-piece band in Berlin, Germany. They're electronic, but they're actually a 4-piece. So they have a bass player, a drummer, a sax player, and a electronics guy, and they do live shows, and they're fantastic. Anything Gorilla Dust does, I'm picking it up. Anyhow, this is the reissue of their 2017 release. It's an EP, and it's a 2017 release that's been out of print for quite a while. Fairly expensive to get until now. Next, I want to talk about Pax Tulum. All I Want. There it is. Pax Tulum. Pax Tulum is an Argentinian duo, and German Wagner and Nicolas Demonte. They now reside in Tulum, Mexico, and they bring their diverse world experiences to this danceable music. So this is some really dub-influenced electronica, up-tempo. It's got a little bit of a beat to it, but some really good stuff. Pax Tulum. Berlioz. Just got turned on to him, and his claim is, if Matisse made house music, Jasper Atlee, jazz-influenced electronic, similar to Ludwig Navarre of Saint Germain. If you know who Saint Germain is, they did the classic album, Saint Germain album. It's one of the precursors to all the electronic music that came in the early 2000s. So, but this guy these two albums, both of them are really good. And it's jazz, it's mellow jazz with electronica and some really killer trumpet and sax solos, and it's just nice, tasty music. So that's Berlioz. And lastly, let's think about that. Lastly, I want to talk about Ott. Now, Ott is Otterin Langrel, and he's a UK-based dub, down-tempo composer, producer, and sound engineer, and label owner. He has worked with Sinead O'Connor, The Orb, Brian Eno, and his collaboration with Simon Posford of Spangle. If you don't know who Spangle is is a duo out of England that make trippy psychedelic dance house music that's really fantastic and well worth checking out itself. But this is Ott. His album covers are incredible. And real quickly, I'll show you some of his other album covers. So here's some of them. This is one of them. And these are double albums. This is cool. And some more Ott. This is called Skylon. Another double album. What is this one called? This is called Fair Children. And it's got a nice cool back. And this was his most recent up until this one. This was his last album, like probably a 22, 23 release. and this is heads. So that's a little bit about Odd. All right, thanks a lot, man. Take care. We'll see you later.